Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kev's Movie Corner. I am Kev. She is Nikki.
Hi.
And this week, we are watching Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, Nick. So, first off, I'm going to start, since we're doing this new thing here, with you joining me for all, since you're going to start doing these, we'll start off every episode by asking, have you ever seen this movie?
No.
Okay.
Also, I will preface, since you said that, the fact that you got me to agree to do Movie Corner is kind of amazing because I have like Leonardo DiCaprio level commitment issues when it comes to watching movies. So the fact that I was like, you know what? I will watch movies with you is
I think it's
kinda
pretty
wild.
good. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like... I don't feel like one movie a week is a huge commitment. Like, it's not... Yeah, it can... Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. But, like, it's 2.5 hours or whatever. Usually.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's usually not that bad. And if...
It's more so like, not so much that part, like the fact that when I turn on the movie, almost always I'm like bored, you know, or like I want to start doing something else.
Well...
So I will say during this, I scrolled on my phone a lot and played Animal Crossing and things while watching it because I did get bored. But like I did watch it and I did take notes.
That is one thing about these that's going to be a little bit better is the last ones I was doing a list of like the AFI movies. So it's a list of other people picked. Is these we're going to be picking them. So it'll be a lot more where we can decide if we want to watch it or not. So we can decide like, oh, we don't really want to watch that because that's going to bore us or whatever. But anyway, this is the first of this new kind of whatever. We're going to start with the Harry Potter series. So we're going to go through all of those. Nick, I don't believe you haven't seen any of them, have you?
No, I've seen clips, but not like the movie. And I haven't read the books either.
You haven't read the books, you haven't seen the movies. Okay, so nothing Harry Potter, period. So,
which is odd because I feel like I should have been a Harry Potter girl.
I feel like you should have been a Harry Potter kid, yeah.
Yeah, it's like very much my aesthetic. Well, but then I got to thinking about this. It's my aesthetic maybe now, like castles, magic, blah, 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 whatever.
But maybe not.
But
in
I probably
2000s.
thought people that watched Harry Potter were weird when, like, you know, during the times that these were first coming out.
Yeah. You also were probably
I don't know.
not... What year were you born?
97.
Okay, so you would have been 4 when the first movie came out, too. So
yeah.
That's also a bit of a difference, too. So
yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I was, like, the same age as these kids when these came out. Like, I am...
Yeah, that does probably make a difference.
Like, I'm basically... I think Harry is supposed to be, like, 11 in this movie in 2001, and I was 12 years old when the first movie came out. So, like, basically the same age as these kids were when these movies came out. So, it's...
I will say, though, I do want... So, even though I did get bored and started, you know, playing Animal Crossing during it, I do want to watch these, like, the whole series, because I want to play the game where you're like in, it's like Hogwarts Legacy or whatever the name of it is that came out. But I never bought it because I was like, I'm not a Hogwarts girly.
Not going to know what's going on.
Yeah. So at least if we watch all these, even if I get bored during it, I can then buy the game.
Yeah.
Because the game looks super fun. So I don't know. We'll see.
So this movie is based off the book from 1997. Which is Nikki's birth year, based off the novel Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It was changed in the U.S. to be the Sorcerer's Stone because
Because we're dumb.
Because J.K. Rowling didn't think Philosopher's Stone would really make sense to people here in the States.
Yeah.
But it is the first of, I believe it's 7 books, 8 movies, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure. This movie is longer than I thought it was, than I remembered it being.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2.5 hours long. It stars Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley, and Emma Watson as Hermione Granger. So your 3 main characters. Who was your favorite character in this movie?
Oh, Hermione.
Hermione? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite's Hagrid.
Yeah, I can see that.
My favorite is always
Hermione and Ron. I laughed the most at Ron. I didn't like laugh. I guess I thought he was funny. I never laughed out loud, but
okay.
And then but Hermione's lines, I was like playing Animal Crossing, but I'd hear a line and be like, "Yes, Queen." I love that because that's like something I would say.
Yeah. Hermione's a little she's a little smart kid, in this movie, in all of them really, but yeah, she's like the little
I think a lot of girls, around my age, around our age, so a lot of women now, but growing up, a lot of girls probably related to her, and I think that's why she's such a beloved character.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So the synopsis or little brief thing that IMDb has is: an orphaned boy enrolls in a school of wizardry where he learns the truth about himself, his family, and the terrible evil that haunts the magical world. So this movie, Warner Brothers bought the rights for this movie for $1.65 million. They spent $125 million to make it. And then they made $1.02 billion at the box office. So
that's awesome.
That's crazy. I think they made back their money okay. I think they've done pretty well for themselves on this movie.
Yeah. I did like the aesthetics and how I like the 1995 to 2010-ish movies. I like the aesthetics, how it's filmed. I don't know what it is, but something about it. And maybe it's just nostalgia. I don't know, but I liked how it was made and everything.
Yeah. Everything is fun. It's fun to see them as kids. It's cool to see the castle and everything. A lot of the movie was filmed in actual places, to give it more realistic looks and stuff like that. But there is a lot of CGI and stuff in it too. A few interesting things is several of these actors are dead at this point, unfortunately, the older ones. Richard Harris, who played Albus Dumbledore, he died shortly before the 3rd movie was released, I believe. I believe he was in the 3rd movie, but he died before it was released. And Robbie Coltrane, who played Hagrid, just died, I believe, earlier this year.
And Maggie Smith died recently, too.
Smith died recently as well. There was some interesting things that I found about this. So Alan Rickman, when he plays Snape, who is the head of Slytherin, and I thought it was interesting that it's one of the facts that I found in here was that J.K. Rowling picked him by hand. She picked a lot of the people by hand to play these characters, or a lot of the people, and she had rules that they had to be British. They had to be British or Irish. So even though Robin Williams actually wanted to play Hagrid.
Oh, really?
And Robin Williams really wanted to play Hagrid. And Rosie O'Donnell really wanted to play Molly Weasley. But they wouldn't allow them because they wanted them to be British. But Alan Rickman was handpicked to play Snape and actually was given, before this movie started, and before any of the other books had come out, because they came out once a year for years, was given details about the last book before this movie was filmed, so he would know how to like play the character. So he would have more details about how to play his character in this movie, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah. So there's also like the whole Nicholas Flamel and the Sorcerer's Stone thing I think is interesting. Like the
Philosopher's Stone
idea that he might have, like, people actually believe that he was an alchemist and that he might have actually lived to be like 400 years old or whatever is kind of, or 500 years old or whatever is kind of crazy. That's an interesting concept to tie into a movie about magic, but they've done that kind of stuff before with this franchise. They've tied in other people. I know one of the things in the like Wizarding World at Universal Studios, like the new place, they have things that say like the Mona Lisa is missing. Like the Mona Lisa is like not. It's basically that the Mona Lisa is magical. So it's just not. It's just part of this whole universe as well. So it doesn't all. It all kind of flows into each other and kind of ties in different things. But
yeah, I had a lot of questions that I feel like maybe if I ever read the books, which I probably won't, but if I ever did, maybe they would be answered. Like, I want to know why couldn't it wasn't explained why Harry had to stay with his aunt and uncle and couldn't stay with Hagrid. And then like I don't understand when they go to platform 9 3/4, they are bumping into muggles and the muggles see that they're there, but all of a sudden the muggles don't see them running through a wall. I I had a lot of questions throughout the movie, I think. That I just was like,
I think there's
okay.
a
I
lot
just kind of accepted.
I mean, there's a lot of, just like any movie, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief when you come to a lot of things. I think the running through the wall is people just, I mean, how often do you walk around and not pay attention to what's going on around you? Like, you see a couple kids running around with a trolley.
I think I would see someone running through a wall.
Maybe not. I don't know. Would you know, you may just see a kid running. You may not notice that they ran through a wall.
I mean, I distinctly remember this scene because I was like, how did this happen? This guy was like walking up, saw the whole family, but all of a sudden walked right by as the kid ran through the wall and just didn't acknowledge it, but had acknowledged the family right before.
I don't know.
So, anyways, I realized that this was like a movie for 11-year-olds,
but as far as the why he couldn't have stayed with Hagrid, they kind of talk about that. Like Dumbledore makes a comment about it when they're dropping him off at the beginning. He says that he can't, like, it's the only family he has left after his parents were murdered, and that he's the only one who's ever, like, he will be too famous and it's best for him to grow up. Like, there won't be a person in the magical world that won't know his name. So it's better for him to grow up outside of that.
I do vaguely remember that now.
Yeah, so he kind of mentions it. It's not, I'm sure there's more to it in the books, but
yeah, because I was just thinking, even if he was like, well, we don't want him to grow up famous, or whatever. That was simplifying what you just said. But after they see like the abuse he suffered, they didn't like yank him back to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, he just sustained 11 years of his life in hell.
Yeah.
All because he couldn't be famous.
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe it is answered in the book and I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know.
I don't know. I do know that because he does go back and there is more abuse that he entails with that family because he, at the end of the movie he goes back. So, but also Maggie Smith character, Professor McGonagall does say that. She's like, I've watched them all day. That's one of her lines. She's like, I watch them all day. They're just the worst muggles. They're just the worst type of people. And he's like, but they're the only thing he's got. Like, they're the only family he has. So, I'm just one of those things, I guess. You just have to do something. So they just they put him there, I guess, and that's where it is. So I don't know, but
I should have called what do they call it in Britain? Their version of ACS or whatever.
Child services.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what they call it. I feel like I remember watching that British nanny show and she said it one time. I don't know. Whatever their name for it is.
Oh man. So this movie did it was nominated for 3 Academy Awards. Best Art Direction, Best Costume Design, and Best Original Score. And it was nominated for 7 British Academy of Film Awards, but it did not win any of those. We did a whole episode of our regular podcast on John Williams. And this is a John Williams score as well. He was nominated for 2 Grammys for this score as well, but didn't win either of those either. He didn't win a Grammy for this either. So there is obviously some great music, and it is just a nicely shot. But overall, Nick, what did you think of the movie? Like, was there anything that stood out that you liked most? Was there anything that you are excited to see going forward? What do you think? Because, like, I know what happens overall, in the series. Like, I've watched all of
and I have no idea what's going to happen in the next movie. Yeah. So, overall, when it ended, I was like, okay. I thought it was fine. It was definitely like you're watching a movie about kids. Mm-hmm. And so maybe if I was younger and watching this, I would have thought, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it'll get better as they get older. So I don't know that part of it. But, I mean, they're cute. They're cute kids, and they're funny and silly and whatever. But when I ended the movie, I just was like, okay, that was okay. Casey watched it too, and he asked what I thought. I'm like, it was fine. There were a lot of clips, sound bites, obviously the music, I know, like there were so many things that I've seen before.
Okay.
I will say I was very excited to see the chess scene.
Oh yeah.
The big chess scene.
Yeah.
Because that was like a thing that went viral like last year or something. Of everyone like quoting all that, like, not me, not Hermione, you. And it was just so funny. That sound was going around social media forever. And obviously I'd never seen the movie. So to then see the movie, and I was like, I quoted along with it.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I've never seen the, like, he's going to sacrifice himself. Yeah. Like, I quoted the whole thing, and I've never seen the movie before.
Okay.
So, like, little things like that are fun because this movie is so popular.
Yeah.
But overall, it was fine.
Okay. Is there anything, like I said, is there anything you're excited for? Like, any thing you're looking forward to that you think will be interesting going forward? Because they do grow up, obviously.
Draco's annoying. Yeah. Draco is annoying. Mm-hmm. I know that he's meant to be annoying in that. But he definitely is.
Yeah.
I am just excited to see Hermione and Ron. I think those were my, the scenes with them were my favorite. Okay. Honestly, the scenes with Harry, I was like, okay. But Ron was funny, and Hermione.
Okay.
So
I will tell you that the first couple movies, it's not, but like you get into like, man, after like the third movie, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, some of these movies start to get really dark. Like they start to get pretty dark, and it's I enjoy them, but yeah, they start to get pretty dark.
Well, maybe I'll start to like them more and more as possible. They go on too. Well, I don't know.
We shall see over the next few weeks what you think.
Yeah.
But anyway, we also did because we're us, a house sorting thing. I am amazed I have never done this before, because I was just talking about this with somebody that I didn't know what house I would be in or what house I was.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know this was a big thing with people. It's like, what house are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't
You
have
know
a
what's
fucking
funny
clue.
is I have taken so many house sorting quizzes before. I'd never done this official one that I sent you.
Yeah.
But I've taken so many of these because I don't know anyone else in my life that hasn't seen or read Harry Potter.
Okay.
And so I went through, a lot of my friends were very crazy about this stuff. Not crazy, like good.
Yeah.
They were into these movies. And so I know for a fact I've done so many of these. And so usually on all the BuzzFeed, on all the everything else, I would get Ravenclaw or Slytherin.
Okay.
But I didn't. On the
Okay.
official HarryPotter.com.
This is the official Harry Potter fan club website. We actually had to sign up to get this and take this test and get our official whatever, our official house. So, Nick, what was your house? What house did you get? Because obviously then you're either left with Hufflepuff or Gryffindor.
Yeah. I was Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Okay. Okay. So Hufflepuff, I pulled up the Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. So each one has different values, traits, whatever. Hufflepuff focuses on hard work, dedication, and loyalty is what this says. If I remember correctly, Hufflepuff is also the one that likes snacks. And
literally I wrote that down.
Next to the kitchen.
They like animals and food.
Yes, which makes sense. I like I don't like pets. I don't have a problem with animals, but I don't want a pet because I don't like the mess. But I do like food, so I totally get that. But
so I was happy with that. I know there's even though I haven't seen these, haven't read the books, but I knew just on social media and things that Hufflepuffs has a negative connotation a lot of times because people are like, "Ugh, Hufflepuffs."
I think
or whatever.
I think
I was like, people, I think I love this.
Yeah, I think most people want Gryffindor or Slytherin. I think those are the two. That people want. They want Gryffindor or they want Slytherin because Gryffindor is the main, that's the one Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in, and then Slytherin is the other big one. Those are the two main houses that they talk about 95% of the time in this movie.
Yeah.
Gryffindor and Hufflepuff are kind of just there, it seems like, most of the time.
Yeah, Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw are just kind of there, is what it seems like in this movie, in these movies. So, so Gryffindor emphasizes bravery, chivalry, daring. Hufflepuff is hard work, dedication, loyalty. Ravenclaw is intelligence, learning, and wisdom. And Slytherin is ambition, cunning, and resourcefulness. Also, Slytherin is, I think it makes, it's pretty much all of the evil people were Slytherins. Is kind of what the trope is on that one too. So, and the one he who shall not be named, or Voldemort, was a Slytherin. But anyway, I took the quiz as well. Do you have a guess as to what, based on what we just went through there, do you have a guess as to what I am?
My number one for you, I think, would be Ravenclaw. Number 2 would be Slytherin. Number 3 would be Hufflepuff. And 4 would be Gryffindor.
Okay. So you're telling me I'm not brave or chivalrous.
Okay, no, I'm just saying that based on the characteristics you described, I would say the intelligence and wisdom and wit, or whatever you said, would be number 1.
Intelligence, learning, and wisdom. Is Ravenclaw.
Yes. Or the cunning and resourcefulness. Ambition, would be
cunning,
number
and
2.
Resourcefulness, yes.
So,
So you are correct. I got Ravenclaw is the one that I got.
Yeah, makes total sense.
I guess that is my house officially.
I
will not be buying any. The first thing it did was try to get me to buy a sweatshirt that said Ravenclaw on it. I will not probably be doing that unless in some way, shape, or form I have a significant other, girlfriend, whatever, eventually that wants me to wear a house shirt that says it, and then I'll probably do whatever I'm told. But,
and then you do it.
And then I'll do whatever I'm told. But as of right now, don't plan to do that. So You know.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I did also take, I don't know if you saw these on there. There was a Patronus quiz
I saw
and a
that.
wand quiz.
I did not take either one of those.
Yeah.
I have.
We have to take that. We'll talk about it next time.
I need to take them, and we'll talk about it next time. Okay.
Yeah, because I did them both.
Okay, then I will take them. I have 2 wands. I can bring them out next time. I have 2 wands. I have that I got at Universal when I went on my vacation to Disney a few years ago. So I'll bring them. I'll pull them out of wherever they're at and show them next time we're here.
I don't have any. I just have lightsabers because we spent our entire time at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember us discussing that. So I have those too, but I have a couple wands as well. So and I have some other stuff. I think I have a few things from the Harry Potter land that I can pull out and show off that are fun. So, but I think anyway, Nick, I think that's it for this one. I'm glad you didn't hate the movie. That's a plus, considering we have 8 of them to watch.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering we have 8 of them to watch, it's good that you didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that I have, again, like you said at the beginning, gotten you to agree to watch movies for this podcast is an amazing feat in and of itself. So this ought to be...
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how these 8 episodes go first.
We'll see how
it'll
this
probably
goes.
be fine, but yeah.
But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And next week we are going to be talking about the second movie in the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.